Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, guys? YoAdrian here, and today we are going to be praising Dovetail Games. That is right, they have announced and released 3 different North American DLCs out within this month. Well, technically 2 North American and 1 Canadian. But today, as you can see, we're back in Train Simulator 2020, which we actually have not been in this game in a while. The last time we actually did a video with this was that non-commentary one for Caltrain. And we'll be doing more Caltrain here coming up within the next week or so. But today we're going to be showing off the newly released M2 EMU DLC, which also comes with the M4 for Metro North. It was released yesterday. Today we're going to be playing the scenario called New Cannon Branch Shuttle. It's a 45-minute scenario. One of the most unique and captivating portions of the Metro North system is the 8.2-mile New Cannon branch between Stamford and New Canaan, Connecticut, which in form recalls an American interurban line. You are the engineer of the New Canaan Shuttle, and with the set of MNCR M2A EMUs, we'll be making a wintry round trip from New Canaan to Stamford and return. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to do this in 2 parts or 1 part. Possibly just going to do it in 2 different parts. So we'll do the trip there, and then we'll do the return trip back. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Grab your popcorn, grab your food, drinks, favorite blanket, whatever, and let's hop in the cab and let's hotball out of here. Alright, so here we are in the cab of the M2. As you see there, the alerter has been disabled. But operating instructions, you will be operating to Stamford as MNCR train number 6713. Set up your consist and open the doors to load passengers in anticipation of 8:28 departure. Then await clearance from the conductor. So we'll go ahead and open up the doors there. Now, this train actually has a very complex braking and startup system, which is different since you actually have to start it up yourself, which is different and awesome because normally it just starts up and you're just go. But I'll be showing you that here. So first things first is we actually insert the key into there to unlock the reverser. And there's 2 different setups you go through. One is for the overhead pantographs, which as you can see we're running with today. And then the other one is for the third rail, which we don't actually have. So now we actually set this master lever to max, which will unlock the reverser. And it goes to emergency by default, so that's nothing we did, that's default. Next we will change it from DC to AC power by setting this mode selector into the center here. So now we just kind of wait for one of the lights to turn on. That center light right there, it turns on. And now we just hold this pano down, or pano up switch for 5 seconds until that light turns off. So as you can see there, it did shut off, which is awesome. And then now we are pretty much ready to go. Go ahead and put you into forward. Keep you in B2 or min. We'll keep it in min. Let's go ahead and turn on the headlights here and the cab light and gauge lights. So as you see here, this is exactly where it will say, but all aboard and doors clear. Our first stop is Burchill. Alright, after that, let's hotball out of here. Put you in P1. But here are the lights, so you have your DC line voltage and your AC line voltage, brake applied, door closed, all that fun stuff. Speedometer, cab signaling is right here. And this is like your brake meter and stuff like that. Altimeter is right down here, headlights, all that. It's not as a functioning cab as I wish it would be, but for what it is, it does the job. And then you can also open like this door right here, go into the passenger cars and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and set it to coast. Here's a look at the interior of the passenger cars. Actually looks very nice, very detailed. I love like the advertisements and stuff that are in it. They look very, very, very nicely done. Very nicely done. I know we're coming up on a grade crossing over here. So we'll set you to P1, and then once we get to 10, we'll set it back down to coast. There we go. So the coast should make it go down in speed, I believe. I'm hoping. Because we're currently at 10.9. I don't want it to go over to 11, so we'll end up doing the min and just coast it. There we go. So we have some leeway. But hope you guys are having an awesome week. Hope you guys are having an awesome Friday so far. Hope you guys had an awesome week and looking forward to the weekend. It was a very busy week for me. A lot of stuff happened, and I'll go more into detail about that later. But we are coming up to a grade crossing here, so we will sound the horn. Very nicely, older style horn. There's no bell on this, so we hit the bell button. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's just kind of like a buzzer. So there's no bell on this train today. But yeah, so as you can see there, we're coming into coast, and then we're speeding up a little bit. We don't want that, so we'll end up just going back down to here, and it's just going to speed back up, and then we'll just kind of apply the brakes as we need. But yeah, guys, expect a lot of Train Simulator content to happen this week and these upcoming weeks. Kind of going back to what I was saying, Dovetail has actually announced 3 different DLCs for Train Simulator and Train Sim World. This is actually one of them that they have released, and 2 other ones for Train Sim World they have announced that are coming within the next 2 weeks or so. So I know that we've been doing a lot of passenger stuff on the channel. Haven't been doing too much freight. I know we've done a lot of passenger ever since we started back up with Train Simulator. But don't worry, freight will be coming soon once we get through all the passenger stuff. I know we did New Jersey Transit, we did Caltrain, and we're going to do some more Caltrain and Metra next week. So just stay tuned with me. I know we're doing a lot of passenger, but once we're done with all this passenger here, we're going to stray away from passenger for a few episodes and go strictly to freight. So just stay tuned. It's coming. Don't worry, guys. And I do apologize for not having any streams like I had planned this week. Like I said, it was just a little bit of a crazy week. So I couldn't really do anything. My hands were kind of tied. My hands were tied with what was happening, so I couldn't really do any streaming. So I was lucky to actually get videos out for you guys this week. But my hands were tied. Hopefully next week will be different. I am hoping. So yeah, it's just been a hell of a week. Kayla ended up calling off her work twice this week because of what happened. And like I said, I will go on into more detail here and later on in the episode. But yeah. But nonetheless, we are back with more content here. I know I've kind of done a lot of pre-recording videos the last couple days. We're just kind of going through here and I'm gonna go min. But yeah, we've had a lot of 2 different pre-recorded videos the last couple days, and I do apologize for that. Like I said, it was just a crazy week and I didn't have time to actually get in and record anything. So that was part of that. But we are coming up on Tonbridge Hill here. Signals aren't even shown, so it's just the cab signaling for the most part. So it looks like it's still a clear, I believe. Still a clear. But yeah, and I also apologize for the lack of variety we've had the last couple days. I know it's been mostly Grand Theft Auto 5 and American Truck Simulator. I do apologize for that. And I know it was the last 10 episodes or so. But speaking of American Truck Simulator, I don't understand what happened. My game ended up breaking. So it was the other day, I went and tried to go record something, and this has to do with part of what's been going on this week and stuff like that. But I tried to go record something for American Truck Sim, and the game wouldn't work. So none of the workshop mods were working, and I do not know why or what happened. But yeah, none of the workshop mods in American Truck Sim were working. And I thought it was very odd. There we go. We're going to stop right there. So all 4 ain't going to be on there. Alright, so it's just the middle 2 that are on there. Okay. But yeah, Train Simulator wouldn't even start up. Some of my games would not even start up at all. I mean, I know that, Steam had updates soon. I know they had updates, or not updates, but maintenance. And yeah, I don't know what happened, but none of my games would load. None of the workshop stuff in American Truck Simulator would load. So I ended up having to go through all my mods and basically taking the link of the ones that I wanted, and I had to put them in a notepad, and I'm going to have to re-download them here sometime soon. But yeah, I don't really understand what happened, so I'm just going through all the mods. I unsubscribed and deleted all the workshop mods that I had for ATS, and I'm going to have to go through them and see if they're all compatible, because it was giving me that error where they weren't compatible. So of course what I did was I ended up unsubscribing and subscribing to it back whenever it was in the actual, like, in the game and stuff like that. So I ended up unsubscribing and resubscribing. But yeah, it was like it said I could not subscribe to any of the mods, and didn't understand why. I was kind of frustrated at the time because I was wanting to record something and I couldn't. That's what's kind of started the pre-recorded back burner videos that I had recorded. And yeah, I don't know. But Stanford is coming up here in a little bit. Looks like we got about almost 6 miles to Stanford, which ain't bad at all. So that is coming up here soon. But going back to what I was talking about in the beginning with the 3 different DLCs, Dovetail has announced and released 3 different DLCs. So we have this M2, M4 DLC for Train Simulator 2020, which I know they basically hinted at it and teased it once on their Facebook and Twitter page, and then they just haven't said a word about it. So I know there was a lot of people asking about it, like, hey, where's this DLC, and where's all this coming from, and where is everything, and stuff like that, or where is this DLC for the most part. And finally, released yesterday, so they were just kind of really quiet on it, so I'm wondering if it's like Christmas in like February or something like that for Dovetail. But yeah, they released it, and here we are playing it. We're gonna go with the M2 today, and then I think with what the M4 is, we'll actually just stream that next week possibly. So we're just gonna go with the M2, but so far it is a very nice DLC. Very nicely done. It's actually one of the more detailed ones in Train Simulator for like what it is, and I'm hoping that Train Simulator 2020 is kind of taking that vibe of Train Sim World 2, where you actually have to like start up and like do the advanced braking and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that that's kind of what they're kind of aimed for. If not, then I don't know. I think this is maybe just different or something, but I'm hoping that that's what they're kind of like aiming for and stuff like that. But here we are coming up on Springdale. I apologize, my cat's going crazy again. But yeah, I don't know if it's something that they're trying to copy with Train Sim World, or if it's just like something that, you know, they're just want to do something different for this DLC. I don't know. But it's kind of nice that we actually have to, for the most part, do this kind of stuff. Where's that wiper thing? 'Cause I can't turn this thing off. Yeah, it's hard to see whistle posts in this because they don't actually give you a whistle post on. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm already screwing up on this scenario. I already know it. But that's hardly my fault. Stupid cat's doing its thing, and yeah. It's going after my morning coffee, and I don't understand why it wants coffee, but it wants freaking coffee. So we're going to start breaking this thing up, getting in our brakes here. But yeah, another DLC that they have released, which I have talked about both of these on my community tab and on the Twitter page, is they are coming out with the Caltrain Baby Bullet for Train Sim World, which I am excited about. So we'll definitely have a stream for that on Monday. And I'm excited because it's the MP36 coming into Train Simulator or Train Sim World. I'm hoping that maybe this will start bringing in a metro route like it did for Train Sim 2020, with more than just the F40s and stuff like that. I'm truly hoping, because that would be freaking amazing if they would. And we're going to get the first car off of the platform again, but that's okay because we got the last one on the platform, which is fine. But yeah, so I'm hoping that kind of brings more of the, like, Metra or even, like, other routes that require or not require, but have a MP36. So that'd be pretty cool. Go ahead and coast, bring it into P1, brakes are released, there we go. Got another crossing coming up. Next stop is Glenbrook. Glenbrook is coming up. So none of these are actually timetable stops, which I don't understand why. But I guess that's just something for Metro North. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be coming with the new MP36PH and the Bombardier bi-level cars for the Baby Bullet DLC, which should be coming out on February 13th. So do expect a stream on that once it does come out. Once it actually does come out. And the second DLC that they actually have announced for Train Sim World is the Canadian National Oakville sub out in Canada. So this is actually one of their very first other basically subdivisions in the United States / Canada, besides the Northeast Corridor, the Heavy Haul, and the Peninsula Corridor, and the New York one. I don't remember what the New York one was with the Metro North. But yeah, I'm actually very excited for this DLC to come out. It's going to be featuring the GP9RM and the GP38-2 locomotive. 3 different scenarios, I believe. No, I think they said 3. No, I'm thinking Baby Bullet. I don't remember how many scenarios for the Oakville sub. But I know it features a couple different scenarios. And this comes out on February 20th, which the Oakville sub is actually taking pre-orders right now. So I'll have a link down to both of them in the description below. If you guys do want to go ahead and pre-order it as well, I believe it's like $30 for the route. I think it's on sale for like $29, or not $29, for $26, I believe. I'm not sure if that's still going on or not, but I knew it was on sale when I purchased it. So, but yeah, I'll definitely be doing a stream of Caltrain here this week to kind of hype up the Baby Bullet, and then I'll possibly do a Train Simulator 2020 video of Canadian National, maybe a couple, just to hype up the new Oakwood sub route. So I'm very excited for that. Supposedly the Oakwood sub features 100 different side jobs that you can do, which we'll definitely be looking at as well. Supposedly it kind of goes from like placing route maps to fixing broken lights, which I don't know if that's like signaling or if that's like overhead lights in the yard, or if it's like something like broken lights on a locomotive. I don't know. You can also placing safety signs and installing decontamination showers, which I don't know what that entails. I don't know why they'd be, installing decontamination showers, but it sounds pretty awesome and weird at the same time, because you wouldn't think that you're like a train engineer and you're going to be putting in decontamination showers. Like, that's just like, what? But yeah, it's like, I don't really understand what the whole ordeal is with that, but it's just something that Dovetail had in mind, I guess. Finally, we actually got a platform long enough for all 4 cars to fit on the platform. That's nice. We do have that grade crossing coming up after that. And I think we're actually, so Stamford is the next stop, so we'll be terminating at Stamford. Alright, well. Little bit of a short route. Like I said, we're going to be doing this way, and then we'll end up going back in another video, or possibly in that stream. So stay tuned for that as well. I didn't want to make this video too long and stuff like that, so. But yeah, now let's actually go ahead and talk about exactly what happened this week that I ended up not being able to do any streaming or any content. You guys, I talked about the Steam, what happened with Steam and not loading any of my games and stuff like that. So it ended up actually reinstalling American Truck Simulator and Train Simulator, and I don't know why. Because I had it installed, I can launch Train Simulator after I deleted like a whole bunch of cache and stuff, and it re-downloaded it for me and basically got rid of everything that I had, like all mods and stuff like that. So I don't know what's actually been going on with it. It's just been really, really weird. But it seems to be working now, so I'm actually happy. But yeah, I do plan on doing some streaming here coming up soon, so stay tuned for all of that this week. And another thing that I want to talk about is basically what had happened this week is it's just been a week from hell. I don't want to say a week from hell, but it's been a busy-ass week. Kayla ended up having to call off work 2 different times, all because of reasons with her landlord, which I will go more into detail in another episode, only because it's a very, very, very long story. So that was Tuesday of this week, and Wednesday ended up starting to snow real bad, so she ended up coming home early, because supposedly she can go home early if, like, her clients that she works for, like, doesn't need her and, like, feels safer for her to go home, so she can end up going home early. So that's what happened on Wednesday. And today, or not today, yesterday, she ended up calling off because of the snow. We ended up getting about 4 to 6 inches of snow Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So she ended up calling off because of the snow. So, of course, when she's home, I can't really do any recording. I was trying to, but then next thing you know, her phone goes off because she watches, like, those TikTok videos and bullshit. So there I am trying to do recording, and it's not working out too well because she's got the video going on in the background. So I just said screw it, and pre-recorded content it is for the most part. So we're actually back with some actual content here, which is nice, where it's not pre-recorded, and it's like live updates and stuff. So I'm very happy for this. Very excited to actually get back into it. So I do apologize for that. That's just something that I couldn't, couldn't control. But I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys do enjoy the DLC as well, let me know down in the comments below. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate the feedback on the DLC, and I'm sure Dovetail will too. If you guys end up purchasing the DLC, make sure you guys write a review on it and all that fun stuff. We really slow down. Good God. But yeah, it's kind of hard to pay attention and look at, like, the screen on my phone, because that's where I have the, not the conversation, but, like, the points that I'm going to be talking about in the video today. So it's very hard to, like, kind of look at the two, but it's getting better, and I'm also not looking at the speedometer. I'm just kind of looking out at the line. I'm not looking at the speedometer, so it's also kind of hard to do that as well. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, do make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you guys follow me on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Join the Discord server. Add me on Snapchat. Add me on Steam if you guys want to. Everything is listed down in the description down below. And I'm not sure what speed limit that next one is after the 50 coming up. It looks like 40, not 40, but it still looks like 79. So I don't know, but we're going to slow down to 40 just in case. I don't want to be caught in the midst of a... Oh, so it's a 45, okay. So here we are coming up on Stanford here. And this is where we're actually going to end the scenario. And then we'll end up making the trip back in a different video, or possibly the stream that I'm going to do with the M4 or whatever it is. Yeah, the M4. So it looks like we're all on the platform now. So let's just go ahead and ride it out for the most part. Oh, I'm talking brakes. Whoops. I'm not used to, like, both of these being the same. There we go. Alright. So we got all the cars on the platform, which is the best part. But yeah, guys, like I said, that's gonna go ahead and do it. And you take a look here at the M2 cars, which looks absolutely phenomenal. The M4 doesn't look any different. They just have, like, a different paint scheme on it, but it doesn't really look too different from these. But yeah, guys, that is basically the M2 EMU DLC from Dovetail Games. And let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section down below. Definitely be doing some more stuff with these. We'll definitely be doing some more stuff with these. Looks like it's going to be the 8400 series. But yeah, all passengers have disembarked. We'll be returning to New Canada's MNRR 6710. Change to the cab at the opposite end of the train, reset the consist, and begin loading new passengers at 8:51. So yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this one, guys. Take care.